I don't think so. I think you're fine.
60 seconds.
I can't do it.
Hello, I'd like to welcome you all to the show. Now, I wonder if you could tell me how many people are taking part today?
Ah, the loner type. Could you tell me what your name is, please?
In the Daily Mirror saying, is it true that Jack Cake's dead?
It's me, Sunita.
Can we have a mock team?
Okay, what's it to be? Do you want a 21 question game or 7? Wise choice.
30 seconds.
When you want to buzz in, hit the letter B. That's B, as in babies.
Terry.
So anyway, we tipped over, went straight round for a long 20 seconds.
Okay, we only have 20 seconds, so I better make this quick. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer? You buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. Have you got that?
Okay,
10
everybody,
seconds.
we are live.
Good luck.
Lose the desktop. Fade to black. Great. Standing by. Do a good show.
Undergum. Chew the cud.
It's time for the show where pop culture and high culture collide.
Aloha, and welcome to my show. A single solo new contestant, all on your own in the world, with me. From the list of categories, pick a category.
This game is really funny. Let's start with question 1A.
And the category is... I'm feeling a little hoarse. £1,000 for this little baby. Here's a secret. When I'm rich enough, I'm going to have a little daughter. And I'm going to give my little daughter a pony. Yes, I am. Now, if and when I give my daughter a pony, which of the following would I not give her? A little horse, a betting slip, a card player, or a small beer glass? I put money on you not getting this. A betting slip is not known as a pony. While we're vaguely on the subject, did you know that horse riding wears jockeys out remarkably quickly? As a keen equestrian, I've had the gussets of mine reinforced for precisely that reason. Come on, let's have one. And you went for the one called... Load a pony and trap, mate. And I'll give you £2,000 if you get it right. There's a question coming. I can just smell it. Oh, Mr. Ed, the talking horse, has got laryngitis and can't speak. What should he do when Wilbur asks him his age? Get the Addisons to cut him open, lie on his back with his hoofs in the air, show him his teeth, or defecate on Carol. Wilbur would look this off in the mouth, as you can measure a horse's age by studying its teeth.
Oh, incidentally, you're Jack. How old are you?
About 32, roughly speaking. Choose question 3. In terms of category, this is... Keep your receipt if you want to change your vote. 3,000 quid for a right answer. There's a revolution at the local branch of Marks and Spencer's and the staff man the barricades. But how are they going to run the new People's Republic of M&S? In accordance with their best-selling products, they create a system where all members of the society have equal rights. What's this system called? Pantisocracy, the short system, Boxer Republic, or Nicaragua? The correct answer is... Pantisocracy. Categorically speaking, I want one. I see. Westcut Slits Lime Store.
It's time for
Tinkerlick Test Run.
This gibberish category is titled...
We are from Sussex, and we want to suck your blood.
Round 1 gibberish, start at £5,000. Remember, speed's the key. The quicker you solve this, the more money you make.
Okay, suckers, attach your sucker-like mouths to my arms and suck on this gibberish. Which famous quotation does this sound like?
Evil Brighton wonder leeches.
Shouldn't be too hard if you know your history.
These were inspirational words.
Boy, I don't see too much of that happening.
Inspirational words from the 1940s.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
And they were said by our Prime Minister.
Seems like he fancied a spot of fisticuffs on the dunes. He was up for a...
Okay, type in your answer and hit
History buff gets the points. During the war, Churchill was on for fighting anyone on the beaches of Brighton. You see, he was a rocker and Hitler was a mod, and the only reason Switzerland didn't get involved is because they were a bunch of jazz twats.
You got any categories on?
You don't know Jack.
You have selected Geeks and Greeks. £2,000 for this little baby. Gordon Brittas, not funny. Leisure Centre, not funny. If Gordon Brittas, not funny, decided to run his gymnasium keeping with the Greek origins. Gymnasium comes from the Greek gymnasium, meaning completely unamusing naked exercise. At least that way, everyone would get the chance to prove their membership. I didn't smile once in 30 minutes. Using your brain.
Can you dig it? Here's 6.
This one's called Fear and Loathing in Balmoral. And this one's worth £2,000. Oh, you smell that? That's the stench of question. If the divine Princess Anne had hippophobia, what would be the most obvious symptom? An irrational fear of all things German, a desire to stay away from the stables. Yes, top notch. Hippophobia is a fear of horses. So I imagine the mirrors don't do anything either. What? Please.
The 7 o'clock news with question 7.
And the category is... There is no choice. As far as the sheets available, £2,000 is up for grabs. When I was small, my parents wouldn't buy me a puppy. They're dead now. I bought myself a little puppy and called it Columbia. Which of the following could I not have named it after? Venus ain't got no moons, baby.
But at least it's not a bloody corgi.
Pick a category now.
Order me the taco plate with the side of question 8.
And now... Hard Rock Miscegenation. We got 1,000 quids because it's a little bit peasy. The question is as follows. Simply red plus the blue tones equal... Okay, Sulfate Man, keep a cool tool. Have a try answering this without the goddamn question, you flash ass. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, you think you got away with it, don't you? Well, you have for the time being, but once you leave your house, I'll be there, and I'm going to kick your head in. Okay, pick a...
Oh, here's number 9.
And your choice is a hideous twee question. £2,000 ready and waiting for the right answer. Some of Gilbert and Sullivan's comic operas were pretty nutty. Nuts, I tell you. Mikado, nuts. Pirates of Penzance, nuts. But... if Sullivan teamed up with an actual nut, what name would the new double act go by? Giblet and Sullivan, a filbert is a hazelnut. Which gives us Filbert and Sullivan. Ha ha! Infinitely preferable to Gilbert and Sullivan, who give us all the proof we need that the Victorians were sadistic bastards. Choose... The one you chose was... Knockers. Not too tough, 1,000 sheets, up for grabs. Rat-a-tat-tat, is anyone there? Right, you answer the door and say, Isabella who? Who said knock knock? Nobody? You did? Isabella or Isabella not working, I use the knocker. Yes, you are well knocked up, Isabella, she say a knocker knocker. See? Ooh, here's one. Murray, help me out, mate. Knock knock. Who's there? Doctor. Doctor who? Dr. Kildare.
Next question. Round 1 is now complete. Please make your way to round 2. What is so ingenious about round 2 is that there's actually twice as much cash available. But that cash can be won or lost. Do you follow me? From the list of categories...
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1, it's 11.
And the next question is... Your guess is as badass as mine. And it's a £4,000 question.
Keen to resurrect a flagging career, credible white rapper Vanilla Ice has come on tour to Britain. Alluding to activities unseen in Britain this century, Ice has been refused entry. What has he probably said at immigration? I'll be hanging with my homeboys, I'll be illin in the place to be, I'll be dropping fat beats and rhymes, or I'll be dancing like an aerobics instructor.
This is the answer.
Hanging hasn't been seen in public in Britain since 1866.
Although in Mr. Ice's case, we could make an exception, of course. You got any category?
12. Celebrity voice impersonated.
Okay, let's have one called Post-Apocalyptic Funnies.
I'm willing to offer you 4,000 crisp green sheets.
All right, calm down, control your temper. Let's say that the wacky world of cartoons has been devastated by a 20-kiloton nuclear strike. All your favourites have been reduced to a bunch of shadows on walls. Poor little buggers. Now, which little cartoon character silhouette are you looking at right now? Bud, Mr. Angry, Charlie Brown, or Farmer Barleymow, whoever he is. Bud, and the impression of Bud. That's it. That's Snap.
Puts all those milkshake discussions into perspective, don't you think?
Categorically...
I love 13, number 13. Oh-ho! This one's called...
Shoot that oily sucker stone dead. You give me the right answer, I'm going to give you £4,000.
Remember when J.R. Ewing, the Dallas oil magnate, gene-spliced to a Stetson, was gunned down and left for dead by a would-be assassin? Terrible story. What would an original assassin have done to J.R. instead of trying to shoot his face off? Cooked him over hot stones, prayed to a stone effigy of him, thrown stones at him, or got him stoned on dope?
Now here's what someone intelligent would have said.
Well, the literal translation of assassin is hashish eater. Man. So, like, instead of shooting JR, the assassin would probably have stayed at home, in a dressing gown, sort of eating cereals, like watching Richard and Judy, really chilling out.
Come on, let's have one.
We wish you a number 14 and a happy Hanukkah.
Categorically, this is the category of Egypt. You haven't changed a bit.
You could be getting yourself 2,000 for the right answer.
Hello, pretty boy. Listen to me carefully, my friend. All the countries in Africa are having a class reunion.
Some countries have changed their names over the years. Which African country would have to wear an I used to be Rhodesia name badge to the class reunion? Zimbabwe, winner! Zimbabwe, the country formerly known as Rhodesia. Choose... Oh, it's my favourite. It's Dis or Dat. And the Dis or Dat category is... Into the Bloody Iron Maiden. This is exciting, and if you're concentrating...
You're wise to this, innit, homeboy?
And go! The Wreck! The Buzzcocks! The Thumbscrews! Slayer! Pink Floyd! Cat o' Nine Tails! Last one. That's all of them.
Well, anyone wrong? Pretty damn good, soldier.
I'll just put some fairy dust on your score and press on. Using your brain.
King 16!
And this one's called Duck, Turkey Neck. And this one's worth £4,000. Oh God, no!
A flock of enraged turkeys knocks you down and then goes and makes a wish on you. If they use your anatomical equivalent of a wishbone, what will they rip out of your body? Your humerus, your coccyx, your patella, or your clavicle? They're going to rip out your collarbone, roughly equivalent to the bird's wishbone. That's pretty bad, but it's nothing compared to what they're going to do with the stuffing. PK category.
Your choice is...
Extraterrestrials do it very, very quickly.
And this question's worth £4,000.
Remember when Robin Williams was funny? His speed of delivery on Morecambe Mindy was legendary. If Robin Williams enunciated nanu nanu in a nanosecond, how long would it take him? 1,000 millionth of a second, 100 millionth of a second, 100,000th of a second, or 10,000th of a second? A nanosecond is 1,000 millionth of a second, so Robin finishes very, very swiftly indeed.
Know what I mean? Please.
18.
So, you picked this one.
American stupidity.
And I'll give you £2,000 if you get it right.
Kennedy's famous words, Ich bin ein Berliner, translate literally as I am a tea cake. But which of the following European foods is not named after its town of origin? Frankfurter, Limburger, cheeseburger, or hamburger? There is no such town as Cheeseburg. The fact that Elvis didn't live there is proof enough that it does not exist.
Choose.
Like a bad Hollywood scene, it was question 19.
In categorical terms, you have chosen... Just say, more please, and we are talking 4,000 quid for the right answer.
Picture, if you will, a literary collaboration between Irvin Welsh, author of Trainspotting, and Enid Blyton, author of lovely children's books. Which of the following would Irvin Welsh not produce in collaboration with Enid Blyton? The Shooting Gallery of Adventure, Nodian King-Size Ears, Spits, Swallows and Amazons, or Five Go Nuts on Acid?
Gosh, if we're good, Nanny says we can have lashings of smack for tea.
It's a shame you didn't say... Spit, Swallows and Amazons was written by Arthur Ransom in collaboration with Gillian Tailthorpe. Him writing, her taking down his dictation. To get this question correct, you need to be very well read in pornographic literature for the under 10s. Okay.
The Fresh Saver. 20.
The name of this question is...
Asterix in Hell. This question could net you 6k.
Karen, are you starting?
Oh la la, if Obelix swapped cute little dogmatics for Cerberus, the watchdog at the gates of the underworld, what's the largest number of his friends he could eat simultaneously? Asterix and Magimix, Asterix, Spasmodix and Weetabix, Asterix, Catafix, Vital Statistics and Cacophonics, or Asterix and 3 legions of Roman invaders?
Cerberus had 3 heads, so he could have dispatched Asterix, Spasmodix, and Weetabix. So the little 1 and 2 of his Gaulish chums get it. That'll teach them to conduct nuclear testing at the gates of Hades, won't it?
Come on, let's have one.
Jack-attack time. If you see to... Oh, so you know the Jack-attack drill. Here's your clue. Get around, I get around. Now get around this.
Hello, in the presence of genius. How much lolly have you won? That's the game! Oh, your score is through the roof, and you better patch it up before anyone notices, because I've already noticed that.
You don't know Jack!
Jack, you're a nightmare, but I love you. Yep, I do. Okay, let's get the ads rolling. I'm going grey as we speak. Murray, can you find out what's happening with the contestants?
Right, you. I'm going to sit down here and watch for any sign of life from the keyboard. If you want to play a game, then just let me know when you're ready.
Not even the neck. It's new Jerky the Turkey breaded turkey waffles.
Boy, Jerky, what's a waffle?
You mean you don't know what a waffle is, kids?
Nah.
Kids, it's the bit of purple flesh that hangs off the top of a turkey's beak. We just snip it off and bake it up in breadcrumbs for you. And the turkey, he don't know no different.
Yum, yum! That sounds great!
It sure is. It's the low in fat, high in waddle goodness, totally non-cruel way to enjoy turkey. It's the Jack Snacks.
In association with Jerky the Turkey.
Breaded turkey waddle. Available now, right, kids?
Right, Jerky the Turkey!
Double.
Hi there. Anyone who knows me from my TV show knows that I'm not a man to argue with statistics. Well, our team of market researchers have recently discovered that over 83% of the British population, which represents a 26% increase since 1983 when figures first became available. What this means in real terms is that only 1/10 of the British workforce, which, to put it another way, is roughly enough people to keep the whole of the Orkney Islands, and that must represent a matter of grave concern, not least for the private companies that pay for it, and to you, whose money it is that supports the process. Plot the basic figures on an XY axis and you get an oscillating wave of about 72 degrees, which I think just about says it all. So, what can you, the public, do to help? Well, on the one hand, you can do nothing. Keep your head in the sand. Or you can get yourself down to your local post office or local council office, where you'll be more than able to, provided you're over the legal age and can provide proof of eligibility. Thank you.